Day 34. Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Blueprince. We had a little care package in the doorway right for us, but we are gonna smash that pause button straight away because one of the things we need to do is hit the clock tower in a timely fashion. Let's have a little recap as to where we were. Last time out, we opened the fourth sanctum door. We took a boat ride in the underground reservoir. We dropped the water. We dropped it another 4 rather than another 3. That was actually the perfect amount to get us to the location that Alzara hinted at earlier. It's the Underground Railroad, and we found a sanctum key there. So that is perfect. We also found some stuff which pointed us towards the signs in a new clue. So, what have we got open for us at the moment? Obviously, sanctum keys. 2 of the sanctum keys we should actually be able to get reasonably straightforwardly. Vault key and clock tower. Probably 2 things we need, but we're kind of on the RNG train on that one. The king on his throne. I'm getting more and more convinced that must be related to the black chess pieces. So we can get a black rook in the conservatory, black bishop in the bookshop, black knight in the armory, black queen in the study. Don't know where the black king is, though. So, we're still sort of looking for that one. And the last door of 8, Mechanarium. I think there are only 7 mechanical power source rooms that we have. We could try and draft as many of those as possible, but I still feel like that's going to be in the Mechanarium. So maybe there are 1 or 2 more hidden rooms that we need to add, one of which is a power source. Shovel Barbecue Terrace. That's still outside. We need to rewatch, I think. At some point between episodes, I need to go back and rewatch the Alzara predictions, because I don't really fully understand what is being hinted at by Alzara there. Is there something at the other end of the foyer? The answer being no. We did try drafting the foyer last time and we were offered 3 rooms which didn't really mean anything. The reason I feel like the foyer might be something like library bookshop is because foyers are entrances to something, but this is the entrance hall right here. So what is the foyer the entrance of? I feel like there's a room at the end of the foyer that we've not seen, so maybe we need to take some dice for the foyer. We did get something told us, I can't remember what it was, that the school room has like 8 different versions to it, like 8 different school grades. So if we get schoolroom out there in our outdoor house, we will take that, maybe. We need to go to the drafting studio and add the classrooms to our draft pool, because they're still not in our draft pool. It's only if we get the schoolhouse that those get added to our draft pool. We added kennel last time. We've never been to the kennel yet, so if we get kennel, we'll go there. We've never actually picked up the bomb shelter since we opened up the email inboxes, so that'll be a good one to check out. And who is Kirk Darren? Well, he doesn't have an admin login, and we should get that in the Blackbridge site. That might be a letter from Randolph, so if we can get more letters, we'll get more letters. So, this episode is going to be very much vibe drafting again. I use the term vibe drafting a lot, right? Because there is a certain amount of, we'll just draft it and see what we get. And sometimes we seem to luck into some really great stuff. Oh, and the library, of course. We have another book in the library. The History of Arinda, 1st edition, is in there. And if we can get the bookshop to go and buy a book, so much the better. We're going to start with a lot of money. We already have our blessing this time, so we're not going to be spending a lot of money there. And obviously, if we can draft the armory to axe the cost of another room, we will do that too. With all of that out of the way, I think that's the introduction, right? Yeah, cool. Let's resume. Okay, so start off, grab our allowance, 38, grab our care package, lockpick gems keys. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Actually, really great to receive these before we even start, to be honest. I'm going to throw a coin to our Witcher, and let's get ourselves the outdoor room. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm overusing the term vibe drafting a lot. It's more the sense that there's a lot of things you have to bear in mind, and like a leaf on the wind, you go where the current takes you. You can't really go in with a plan for something that you want to achieve, aside from, I want to reach room 46 this run, or I want to reach the antechamber to go and get the basement key, right? And maybe you can go in with an idea that I want to try and hit the chess puzzle. So if I get offered chapel and I get offered nook, I'm going to try and force the ladyship's bedroom, right? You know, so there are some things that you can try and force, but broadly, you just kind of have to go with the flow. Maybe you get the boiler room, maybe you don't. You just kind of go with it. Here, I think I would take tool shed, right? Because we're not really short on gems now, and I don't think we need tomb. So, metal detector and sledgehammer. Like, two very good items, somewhat disappointing not to have something like the spanner. Because metal detector and sledgehammer, you can get those wherever, isn't it? Whereas, you know, if you really want to start making big gains, the spanner is what you want to see, for sure. Okay, let's draft up our first set of rooms. Probably never going to say no to a den right there. Sure. Oh, and I see a trunk in there too. Here, probably laboratory. Okay. And we might want to go in there and actually use the experiment before we even draft the next room, just in case we get something really great. Let's set up an experiment. Each time you find some trash while digging, each time you eat an apple, or while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan. It's kind of bold because we don't have the shovel, but permanently adding a gold to your allowance every time you find trash while digging is pretty great. We don't have a shovel though. What are the odds that we can find a shovel at some point during this run? Right? Is our expected payoff there more or less than drawing room floor plans? Drawing room floor plans, we might get like 2 in a run. Whereas if we find a shovel, our expected value might be like 8. So, do we believe there's like a 1 in 4 chance of finding a shovel? Yeah, I'd probably go with that. I think there's also a min-maxing versus max-minning consideration here, right? Are you trying to maximize the potential payoff, or are you trying to minimize potential losses? So, you know, are you going to try and do something which gives you a guaranteed but modest improvement, right? Bear in mind our allowance is like 37 right now, so increasing that by like 2, yes, it's sort of incremental gains, but basically I'm trying to justify gambling here, which I'm going to do. We're going to add 1 gold to our allowance every time we find trash while digging. Okay. Who knows? Maybe that will work out amazingly. Maybe it won't. If we get something great in the commissary, it might be exactly what we need. Oh, it's got shovels. Yeah, it's got shovels. Go on then. Let's take Shovel, let's take the salt shaker as well. We won't take the other stuff just in case we happen to come across the library library bookshop combo. Okay, Nook gets us out to the edge. Okay, and from here, courtyard is absolutely perfect, gets us into the corner, gets us further up, and gives us some dig spots. So, couldn't really ask for anything better than a courtyard there. Oh yes, our blessing of the Tinkerer, whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment as well, is, yeah, pretty great. Okay, that doesn't trigger the experiment because it's not trash, it's literally nothing. Okay, it's a turnip. Observatory Pantry Parlour. This is kind of an interesting quandary. Do I want to add a star, or would I rather take 3 gems? I have a feeling like the 3 gems is the correct play. Because we certainly don't want to run out of gems on our path to whatever our path is leading to. I don't want to say victory, because, like, I'm not sure we're going to win anything today. There are 2 true boxes. There are 2 empty boxes. Well, that has to be true. This box is empty. So, there are 2 empty boxes. There are 2 true boxes. This box is empty. My gut feeling is it has to be in the black box, because none of the colours of any of the boxes are mentioned at all, and so the black box is the only box that has any information about it. So, let's run through that. If this box had the gems in it, this would be false. This is true, and this is true if it's true, and false if it's false. Either which way works. If this one were true, this one has to be true. There are 2 true boxes. Is false if this is true, but it's true if this is false, so that doesn't work. So it has to be in the black box. But I think just knowing that that one was a little bit more straightforward than some of the others we've had recently, I think just knowing that the black box is the only box that has information about which box contains the gems is kind of enough to work out that it has to be the black box, in a way. Maybe there's some kind of mathematical representation where you could prove that, but at the moment, for me, that's more like a gut feeling. Drawing room, pretty solid pick here. We are going to continue crawling up the side of the house. Kitchen, storeroom, bedroom. Like, I'm going to redraw just because I would prefer something with a north exit if possible. Do you know what though? In the absence of anything with a north exit, I might take the armory, but secret passage. Yeah. Let's take the secret passage. Now we have got a digging implement, so if we can find the barbecue, we're actually in a pretty good spot there. So what can we find? Slightly disappointing. I mean, we could take the veranda because it gives us a nice exit. Like, I don't really want this to be a dead end, because if this is a dead end, because the secret passage has nothing to the west, we've got one exit. So veranda, I think, is the pick. And we still get stuff, so allowance. Dice is nice. I mean, this is definitely getting to the part of the game where there are now enough ways that we have to be manipulating the RNG that it doesn't quite feel as random as it used to. Oh, interesting. Freezer is interesting if I can find a furnace, but it gives me a dead end still, and I really don't want a dead end here. Like, this is all kind of really awkward drafting. Nothing to the west, nothing to the west, nothing to the west again, or except a dead end. Like, greenhouse would be kind of nice if I can find a way to make the power hammer, but that involves finding a battery, and it involves something else. What is it? It's battery, sledgehammer, and something or other. I can't remember what it is. If I find the library, I'd be able to look it up. Or I redraw here. I think, though, corridor is fine, but if I don't find anything which has a nice turn to it in the next one, I think I might do a redraw. Chapel. Yeah, alright. Chapel there is fine. And then we can draft this one with our redraws and ensure we get something into the foundation. Ooh, hello. Jolly good. Right. Now we want to make sure we get something to the foundation. Oh, these are all really great. Oh, do you know what? Like, pool, security, those are actually kind of both good picks. And I kind of... Oh, pool is good because we get 2 trunks in pool as well. Do you know what? There are 2 other doors to the foundation. There are 2 other doors that we can use. Let's take the pool. Come on. Open up our swimming trunks. Okay, what do we got? No security doors so far. Do we keep going north? Okay, because we've got chapel here, something that hooks to the left is absolutely fine for us. I think observatory. I think observatory is an absolutely fine pick here. Stick our face in that. Floriellus Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so here it would be nice to hook up the foundation and the antechamber together. So if we can find something with 4 exits, that really would be ideal. No. Okay, we will use some redraws here. Dovecote? Oh, it gets us into the antechamber, not into the foundation. Nah, I'll do another redraw. Oh, our vault is pretty sick. If we find a vault key, we are cooking there. It Oh, it's a very inconvenient location, though. But let's take it, get paid, deal with the consequences later. Like, all we need to do is find library bookshop, and this is already a pretty successful run, to be honest. Come on. Click, 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 click. Right, that's all of that. Okie dokie. Now we're going to need to do a little bit of backtracking. The question, of course, is where are we backtracking to? Maybe this corner from the chapel? Like, we've literally not been in the den yet. Like, we're doing fine. We've got money, we've got gems, we've got keys, we've got steps. Maybe we draft this room, we draft that room, we see what we have. We see what we have. Kitchen works us towards the foundation. Pump room also works us towards the foundation. But for the first time ever, I think we don't need anything out of the pump room. I think we don't need anything. I'm trying to think. Have we left anything drained? I think kitchen. Okay, what is it? Stuffed wild quail. Plus 10 steps if we get the trophy room. Bacon and eggs. Yes, we will add morning room to today's draft pool. That's excellent. And club sandwich for an extra 15. All good. Right, we can come back and get the banana later. No dice. No dice. We are going to backtrack that because we might want to make sure we can get into the foundation. Not sure we need to, because I don't know if there's anything particularly in the basement that we really want. But if we do luck into a sanctum key, then we should make sure we go and get it. Oh, this is actually a little bit depressing. I would kind of tempted to take lavatory just to simply take it out of the pool, to be honest, but I guess the correct pick is probably pantry. Like, lavatory's kind of an interesting one, isn't it? Because it's like, is it the only room in the house that literally serves no purpose? Like, it's a red room, but the vexation that it costs is that it literally leads to nothing. It's a dead end, right? There's no other downside to it. It just does nothing. Could be. Could be. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a walk back this way then. So we do have that exit still. Yeah. Let's take the drawing room and see what we can draft here. We're looking for something that hooks to the right or goes forward. Office is not the one. Security, I'm more happy with. Security, I'm more happy with. And you know what? Right. Because we also picked up a clue last episode. I forgot to mention it. But we did pick up a clue, didn't we? Which was... Okay, here it is. I found it. This is clearly the security room. Right? So... something important with regards to the A. We've got 443 on the monitors, which is these four. It's these monitors in the center, here, right? It's these monitors here. So it says delete it on the A. Or the A stands for archives. If each of these rooms has a name, are they all different rooms? That's the spare bedroom. Walk-in closet. Nook. Hang on, wait a minute. Storeroom. Storeroom, office, nursery. Oh, that's the old nursery. That's not the garden nursery, though. And is that museum? Or is it gallery? Is it gallery? Is it swan song? What's these three then? So that would be hallway, security. Is that showroom? Showroom. HS. Hang on. HSS. Unless that's East Wing Hall or West Wing Hall. WSS. Could be WSS. Could be... We've got two urns over there. You've got two urns over there. You've got two urns in the hallway. You've got one urn in West Wing Hall. You do have two urns in East Wing Hall with a table on this side. No, it's clearly not the foyer. Okay, is there a... No, there's no table there. There is like a little sofa on this side. There is like a little sofa on this side. So yeah, so that's hallway. That's hallway. So it's Swan Song HSS. So if this is an alternative to an alternative clue to the Swan Song password, right? Are we deleting the A from the password? Are we deleting the A from the password? There's a few different combinations to try, and it might not be at the regular terminals. It might actually be the Blackbridge terminal. I'm kind of also working on the basis that these other computer screens are not important because they're not sort of arranged into nice rows, but we've got here the ballroom, the vault, the pool, which clearly has water in it, which is not accurate. Another vault, that's the wine cellar, library, LWV music room, and that's another view on the Nook. Okay, let's try some combinations here. So, Swan Song without the A. That's not a thing. Okay. What about the whole thing without the A? No. Unless the A is just to... Yeah, no, the A might just actually be to point us towards the... The A might just be to point us towards the fact that it's the archive. The deleting it might not be deleting the A itself. So what if it's just... What if it's just Swan Song HS? Nice, okay. Connecting to HSS. Home security surveillance. Oh. 87. Library entrance and security. Oh shoot, we got some home videos to watch. Alright. Is it going to do the Matrix thing where you go into the CRT monitor and the lines kind of vroom? NGL, that didn't really show anything. Are all of them going to be like that? Because... no joke, I'm not sure I've got like half an hour to just go through every combination of slowly... slowly zooming footage. So that's one of the vases, is it? There certainly are vases in the entrance hall. Is this showing me stuff that I can go and find? I'm pretty sure we've tried touching those vases before, though. And then we've got security itself. Oh, she's going to show us something. Take a screenshot of that. What is that? I don't know, kind of looks a bit like a check engine light. You've got, it does certainly have dots on it, right? We've got a dot, dot, dot. Oh, I know what that is. That's the train stations. Yeah, we know what that is. Ah, I've gone and lost it already. Yeah. That's the train stations. You go up and round and Yeah, here we go. Up and round and down and round. So we already know that. Which makes sense we'd already know that, right? Because we found this in the... Ah, well, we found the map. We found the train station map in the station. But we wouldn't know what paths to take unless we'd already bought a copy of a new clue, which we happened to read the same episode, right? So that's coincidence. But no, we know about this. We know about this path. So that is fine. $88. Footage not found. Okay, I'm gonna say thank goodness that some footage is not going to be found, because genuinely I don't think I'd want to sit through 3 times 7 21 sets of recordings. Like, as much as I love gaining new information, my experience with REM definitely has taught me that there is such a thing as overwhelming the audience with too much stuff. Right. Oh, do we get to replay the Rumpus Room stuff? Well, let's have a look at the parlour. Huh? Is this just replaying? Okay, I can hold escape to skip if I want.
I, Herbert S.
Right.
of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument.
So this is a way of re-watching stuff you've already seen, I guess?
Hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
But is there then a hint somewhere in this?
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Mm-hmm.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a time.
No trouble. Oh, in a timely manner. Okay.
To uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Ba-dum. Tell you what though, the music in this game is... it is absolutely on point, isn't it? It's absolutely on point. Okay. So there's something in the library and a vase in the entrance hall? Maybe? Maybe? We do get to presumably rewatch the Alzara things if we want to. Oh, and then this was security. Right, this was the first time we ever entered security. Kind of weird to think about how much has happened in this game since we saw this last. Okay, come on then. A rumpus room. Let's have a refresh of what Alzara has given us so far.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy.
Check.
A boy standing on a shore of white sand.
That's the underground reservoir, right?
For something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
A black cat tied to a red flag.
I hear the wind blowing.
We've not used that clue
Does
yet.
not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching.
So we've been to that door.
Find a lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Okay.
Until the dawn.
So, that's that one.
And
Like,
was for
we've mostly done with that one.
at the sound of a dropping coin.
Like, we've certainly found the room that was
Face to
pictured.
face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
Now, a car by the fountain.
I see the darkened cloud
Like,
ruin,
this is a truly dilapidated state, so...
now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals.
Now, we've not found the pedestals. We've found 2 letters.
In these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read.
7.
Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing.
Letter
What
missing.
you have heard here
Yes.
has been foreseen
Right.
by the great Al-Zara.
Yeah, that one like wasn't super duper helpful. I kind of feel like we need to find the rumpus room again and get more of this.
Awakened at the sound of the drumming. You find yourself
Face to face with the great Al-Zara.
and
I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Yes. The fog is clearing.
Oh yeah, this was the creepy one.
I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open.
Wait, isn't that...
A missing item you did not take.
what? An unlatched gate you did not
See
open.
a young boy watched from afar.
An unlatched gate you did not
A
open.
young boy who once was brave, but now afraid.
Oh, Rumpus Room has a black bishop in it. That's worth making a note of.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Al-Zara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Yeah, still don't have like a clear picture of it. Okay, well, entrance hall and library worth having a look at then. So, from security, do we want to draft upwards and see what we find? Yeah, probably. Ooh. Don't really want archives without the armory to be able to shield myself from it. So let's take the hallway here. But I think at this point, we're pretty close to wanting to go back via the den, I think. I don't know. Like, we got so many steps, so maybe we just continue. Maybe we just continue. Car keys. Kind of nice. Is it worth getting the car with the car keys? We've got locker room, spread keys throughout the house. Yeah, go on. Yeah, I think I'll take a locker room. Okay, so keys have been spread. With our metal detector, we will get those quite nicely. And then it kind of does give us something to then try and sort of, you know, aim for. Yeah, spare bedroom, I suppose we're going for here. Well, before we start doing that side of the house, let's go back this way and go back via den. Right. Okay. No point going into parlour, we'll go via nook and commissary. From commissary, we'll definitely pick up a... Ooh, we can pick up several keys. Okay, that'll be nice with locker room. Okay, so entrance hall. He was carrying these vases. Oh! Oh, you can smash them with the sledgehammer. I mean, I suppose they're technically mine. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Microchip. Yeah, right. Can anything else be smashed with the sledgehammer? Any of this stuff? No? Oh, right, okay. Well, let's go over to the Blackbridge site then and pop this into here. Yeah, so was the unlatched gate that you did not open, was it just showing this gate? Like, yeah, we never opened that gate. Like, I don't know. Okay. Two down, one to go. On the microchip question. Fine. Okay. Progress being made. Like, and the crazy thing is, given everything I said in the introduction, like, none of the progress being made is anything to do with, none of the progress being made is anything to do with anything I said in the introduction. It's all just random other stuff that we've been doing. Excellent, plenty more coins. I would love library bookshop, though, to be fair. Right, we'll do the corner first. Yeah. Conservatory. That'll be nice. Dig here. More allowance, very nice. Take another one of these. Special plant. Something else is going as well. What's that? Oh, magnifying glass. Ah, we don't have the book that we need magnifying in the library right now. Okay. Closet? I'm kind of happy for Closet to go and become rare, because it's a dead end and it has 2 items and just it's just not very good. Solarium, ironically enough, the more we change the rarity of floor plans, the less we would kind of want Solarium. It being standard in its own right, I think, is fine. Drafting Studio, I would probably like to make commonplace, simply because this is what adds new rooms for us, and it's I mean, like, rooms which go north-south are kind of slightly rarer anyway, but like, that's sort of by the by. This is more about getting all of the rooms that can be added from Drafting Studio added as easily as possible. Because I don't think, like, things like kennel and stuff, there's not really many other ways to add that stuff, so... Oh, hey, Rumpus Room. That's exactly what I was saying we should try and get, right? Ding! Okay, here we go. I'm ready. I'm ready to be freaked out again.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Please.
The image is becoming clear.
What do we got here?
I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man. An old man.
Oh, that's me.
Sitting in an even older chair. A
He's got...
seed that has served many generations. Each with their own stories. Each with their own secrets. Each with their own endings.
Uh-huh.
But all in the same chair. What you have heard foreseen.
Okay.
The great Al-Zara.
The picture of Herbert
The
Sinclair
dawn, the following day.
had a bent candelabra, but the candelabra in the background was actually straight. Or vice versa. That's in the drafting studio. That's in the drafting studio. What are we picking up? What are we picking up? Ah, there it is. There's a key down here. Great. I mean, probably just West Wing Hall, right? There's not much benefit to taking aquarium here. Well, I suppose aquarium's like strictly better, but it costs a gem, so no. Okay, back out we go. Back through here. Let's get this one drafted. Well, between 3 different kinds of dead end, I'll take boudoir for the dice. Right? It always freaks me out when the doors open unexpectedly like that. I really don't like it. Okay. So the dice is great. We are way past being able to do Clock Tower today. So what can you do? Let's get out here. Passageway. And then we will take a dead end room here. I like walk-in closet. Let's get more items. That's a pretty ideal dead end room. Oh, it's a cupcake. Oh, the cupcake is just food. I was like, what do we get here? And a coupon book. Okay. Now from here, if we can hook up to spare bedroom, that would be alright, but we certainly don't have to. Drafting studio would be great. You guys will be happy to know that I have not had any particular inspiration since last time we were here about what that date is going to be. So I'm not going to put you guys through it. I'm not going to put you guys through that right now. Oh, we've almost got all of them. Well, let's take classroom then. Right, we've almost got them all. That makes me feel a little bit silly about making this a lot more common in the draft pool, but never mind. Never mind. Take a key. And we've got boiler room, freezer, pump room. Probably boiler room. To be honest, between these options, probably boiler room. Now, we know that garage is going to be offered here. So actually, if I want garage, and I don't hate taking garage there, to be honest, because now that we've got past it with the boiler room, and we don't need the ladyship's bedroom or anything, it's kind of like, it's 3 keys and we have the car key. So let's take it, because we're going to get 3 keys here. We can get into the boot here. Secret garden key's kind of nice. Secret garden's a really good room. Okay. That's one up. And then as far as this goes... So there is a third person involved, because this makes reference to Denny, and this letter is for Christoph. Right, the driver. But... I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on it particularly, because we do have copies of that in our... We got copies of that in our stuff already, so let's not worry too hard. Power this up. Throw this over that way and activate it. Now I've got to throw this the other way. And this is going to be drafting this side. Yeah, we'll take morning room. Looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Yeah, there we go. I was like, are we going to start? We're going to start this digging thing, you know? What do we get? Wow. Okay, 8 gems. That's pretty cool. Was I really down to... Did I really just use my last gem? Because I'm on 9 now. Tell you what, though. That's all pretty good, isn't it? Right. We'll take Secret Garden here. Because there's no reason not to, because it also spreads food all around the house. Ooh, and we get Broken Lever. That means we are definitely within a shout of getting our power hammer back for the umpteenth time. So let's pull that open. And then we can pull it open from the other side as well. Whoop. Is it two across, these two from each other? See, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last time I had the secret garden, where it's like, forget that I can in fact go through the antechamber itself. Nice, yeah, it's east and west are the two levers. Okay, now what have I got going for me? Yeah, I think we go back. No, let's crawl along the edge of the house still. Do you know what? I did not set the security policy at all when I was in security. So, yeah. Never mind. We can have a major key and a minor key. Or we take quest bedroom, but I don't think this is the right spot for quest bedroom. I think we'll take gallery, although again, I don't have any new hints for gallery yet. Conference room is okay. Conference room is okay. At this point we go back to boiler room though. I would quite like to find the patio to get this barbecue sorted out. But we are sort of running out of... we're sort of running out of options, right? Like, yeah, okay, we could put archives here, which isn't... Like, we can put archives here on the hope that we find it. So... Sure. Like, we're doing a risky play here now. So weight room then loses half our steps, but we do then get access back to the kitchen. Or we just take ballroom, but ballroom is going to set our gems to 2. Or we take the archive, or we redraft. I think let's redraw. That's awkward. Don't want that either. Whatever this is, it's powered, but it doesn't cost any gems, so it might be the furnace. So we're probably not going to do that. I think we'd probably just take office, to be honest, and play it safe from here. Like... Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, there's a few spaces left that can be drafted. It is indeed furnace, but it's a powered furnace, so we get a key. So that's fine. Like, we have very, very few rooms, opportunities to draft, like anything else in here now. Like, we're not in the foundation at all. So, yeah, I just don't think we're really doing very much else with this run, to be honest. Which is fine, because it's been an okay run. There's still a chance that we'll draw patio. Got it. Got it. Wow. Okay, perfect. So let's get into that filing cabinet. Nice nutritious turnip. Oh! How handy. The filing cabinet key just literally stays there. We don't have to re-dig for it. Like, that's kind of appreciated. So archives, we have to backtrack through this way to get back to archives, so we will do that. Not through the conference room, it's through the boiler room. Round here, round here, round here. We get to open the filing cabinet. It's this one here. And it's an upgrade disc. Okay. And a birth certificate. That is Fen Aries, of course. This document attests that Mary Matthew Epson was born to Lady Clara Epson and Simon H. Sinclair. Yeah, okay. 4:05 Tuesday, 22nd day of January in the 6th year in 1958. In witness of East Reddington Hospital certifies the information above is true, as verified by his duly authorised officer from the Fen Aries Register of Persons. I guess this is gonna end up being one of the dates for one of the safes? Is it? So it's this is the birth certificate of Mary Marigold. Her middle name being Matthew. Very odd. Very odd. Where's the nearest computer? We have 39 steps. Like, do we continue and see if we draft another computer? Or do we go... Ah, shoot, we're going to have to go back to laboratory. I think we do make the backtrack now, though. We make the backtrack now. Because we're only going to get further away. And realistically, we've got space to draft like 4 more rooms, so we are finishing up pretty soon. But this has been a very successful run. Nope, I hit the wrong button. Beep 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 beep. So insert that disc. Enter. Billiard room. Okay. So, speakeasy, basic edition. Okay. That just makes it easier. Break room. If you call it a day in break room, tomorrow you will begin the day with a staff key card. Or pool hall. Adds great hall, foyer, and secret passage to today's draft pool. And it counts as a corridor. I think I'd like that one. Because secret passage is great. It's all about controlling the RNG, right? Great Hall has got doors on every side. Foyer, I'm not 100% sure about, but secret passage is really great to be able to control exactly where you're going. So let's say pool hall. Yeah, like starting the following day with a key card is great, and it gets us into the lift whenever we want. But I'm not 100% sure it's like totally necessary. There's a banana there. Let's take it. Thank you. Oh man, I hope those vases get replaced. Like, I realise they're my vases, but, you know, still. Where did the locker room end up? The locker room ended up over on this side of the house, and there's no way to get there from over there. So would we rather open up more lockers, or would we rather do more of these? I think we'd rather... I mean, we've got 34 steps, so we're gonna be able to probably get a little bit back and forth still. So I'm not gonna worry about it too hard, because I think we have also opened up all of the locker room lockers. So in that respect, ding, ding. Ding. Incidentally, if we find freezer now, we would be taking it. So that's also an option. Take the one that requires the gems. It's an aquarium. Pebbles, but we get more allowance. Oh, do you know what? We should have run the experiment to get all the doors unlocked, shouldn't we? Never mind. If we do backtrack, we will be backtracking past it, won't we? I think I'd rather take the archive floor plan so that we don't just dead-end ourselves here. Right? Like if we get... Oh, hey, we have drawing room already! Right, so we do actually want to try and backtrack to there. Okay, it's the planetarium. I don't think there's any point going in there. Right. So let's see if we can backtrack then. Keeping an eye out for any food that's been deposited around the place. Right, backtrack, backtrack, backtrack. Keep an eye out for any food. 20 steps, should be fine. We've got 15 keys. So we should be getting, like, plenty of stuff. And there is also more food that has been distributed around the place. So commissary is here. There's nothing else we can really spend our money on as such. So, let's buy keys. As many keys as it will let us have anyway. Oh, that's sold out anyway. No point buying gems. No point at all. Okay, up through Nook Courtyard Drawing Room. Be on the lookout for food. Ah, tasty orange. Nice. Yes, this candlestick was bent. Ah, here is the next safe. This is the chair. This is the chair in question. Or is it related to somehow to the art on these walls? Alzara was making such a big thing about... Oh yeah, it is right there to be seen, isn't it? Alzara was making such a big thing about this chair being old. But... I don't know. I think it's far more likely to be something to do with the art on the wall, to be honest. But it'll need consideration. It'll need consideration. So where are we going then? Locker room. Well, locker room is through security, and we'll just see how far 16 keys gets us in here and whether we get anything, like, new. That's not going to do anything for us. Apple's always nice. Are there any more clues to be had in this locker room? I mean, it seems a little bit of a shame that we're not going to be able to take any of this gem or money with us. So we have read that one before. Running shoes is always nice. So yeah, so today we managed to get the microchip out of the vase, which is pretty cool. We didn't manage to get the library. I tell you what, how far away were we from getting the all the black chess pieces though? Like, well no, we need the armory for the Black Knight for a start. I'm surprised the armory didn't turn up at all, because today's the first time we've ever started with the Blessing of the Night. Yeah, so we've seen that one before. So I think we'll have had actually all... We have actually had all of the lockers open now, then. Yep, Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. But that's on a green memo, so it may or may not be true. Who knows? And the last locker has nothing in it. Okay, so we've got everything we need out of the locker room now, so that's kind of everything. Well, I think the only things really left to do, like, look how much stuff I ended up with, and no workshop to combine them with, no coat check, although I'd probably leave the crown in there, to be honest. We never actually went into the spare bedroom, but there's nothing actually in here, so that's fine. I think as a final thing, I guess we'll probably take some pictures of the drawing room so that we can kind of have a little think about the art that's on the walls. But I don't know, because we have looked at these pictures before and nothing seems like obvious to me on a first glance. But then again, we've only really had a sort of perfunctory view on it. Like, I wonder if you were to try and translate each side of the room into some sort of numeric value based on the size of each Do you know what? I've just had a thought. Because we saw something about homophones, didn't we? If we count tiny gates, 8 dates for 8 safes, right? And the gate can be the size of the step? Is that right? We had sort of seen that before. If we count small gates, 8 dates, something something, 8 safes. So small gates would be this old man, right? The old man has a smaller gate than the lady. Is that right? It's kind of hard to tell because of the perspective, but I think the old man has a smaller gate. So 4, 5 on that wall. We've got 3 on that wall. Or is it just the number that's in the picture? In case it would be 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 1, 3. Nah, it's much more likely to be the number on the wall, right? So that's 5, 3, 7. 5, 3, 7. It's not a date, but it is counting the small gates. No. I thought that was a really clever idea for a moment there. Because we saw a picture, didn't we, about Gates versus Gates with like a horse. So that's what made me think of it. I'm not sure what else to make of this one. Then though. Like... I might need to take that away and have a little think. Yeah, we'll let that percolate a bit. So, okay, there's a safe in this room. We're looking for a date associated with this room. It must be related to the size of the steps on the wall. That can't be a red herring. I will think about it from there. However, that's going to be all we have time for in today's episode of Blueprints. We've had a really good draft. We've found a microchip. We've adjusted some rarities. We've got a new Alzara prophecy. We saw some new security footage. If we get the library, there's a book to try and find. So overall, productive draft, I would say. Yes. Shame we couldn't find a vault key to go into that vault. So maybe that's going to be where the dowsing rod comes into it, right? If I can find that compass shovel workshop combination, dowsing rod every time, absolutely find those vault keys, or sort ourselves out a trading post maybe. But my friends, I'm afraid we are out of time for today. We've had a really good draft today, right? We've adjusted some rarities. We've got a new Alzara prophecy. We saw some security camera footage. We're going to try and find that book in the library that was being made reference to. We got a microchip out of the entrance hall. Not sure what that train path is going to indicate for us. Shame we couldn't get a key out of the vault, but maybe that's where the dowsing rod is going to come in the future, if we can get the shovel and the compass and everything else sort of together. Or use the trading post. So there we go. But now we're going to be calling it a day. Let's call it here. So I want to thank all of you for coming along to today's episode, and thank you very much for all of your patronage. The channel patrons should be on screen right now, and thank you very much for your support of the channel. Thank you all for watching. We got Garden Chateau today, 130 steps taken. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more Blueprints, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.